Good morning and welcome in to Mornings on Main Street. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, November 1st, already into month number 11 here in 2022. And I, for one, cannot believe it. I'm Chris Yao, joined as always by Justin Kulik, and you are looking live at downtown Nashville, Broadway, 5th Avenue. As you can see, Bridgestone Arena and Honky Tonks in the background there. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, how's it going? If you squint, you can see Jupiter. No, that's a lie.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
I should have started it off with a hey, hello, everyone.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. How are you?
Just here so I don't get fined.
Oh, sorry to tell you, we still got to find you.
Oh, no. What are we going to do? This is never fun.
No, not one for the fines.
Man, yesterday was Monday, and it was actually a pretty good Monday. But today, with, beautiful skies, it's going to be a beautiful day all day long, and it's November. I mean, can you believe that we have made it all the way to the 11th month? It just feels like it was yesterday that it was January.
I still am tripping over COVID year. Like it feels like 2020 still.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like maybe this was 2021. Like we just skipped a whole year, and it doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah, I know. Where has the time gone?
The older I get, the quicker time goes, especially now that I have, young kids.
Right.
Because like every day, Charlie does something new that just cracks me up, or, she learns something, or she says a new phrase, and it's like, dang, where does time go?
Right. I always think that whenever I see a not infant, but like a child going through the stages of learning things,
like toddlers.
There you go.
That's the word.
There's a term for it.
there's a word.
Well, when they learn things, I'm just like, that's like really smart. How did you learn that? I just feel like as a kid, I did not learn that fast as the average bear. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Like, how do you just like learn words,
I mean, I learn new words all the time. So
no, I'm pretty sure
I make up words all the time.
Every word is made up.
Every word is made up. I don't really know where they came from. So
that's how I feel about math too. It's just like, they say it fits or whatever, like it all comes to a solution, but that's made up too, right? Like, why can't I just say that 2 + 2 = 4?
I mean, I guess you can.
Right.
That's how we know.
That's exactly. That's the first person said it, and they were like, "We're going to stick with that."
I like the name.
Yeah, 4 makes sense.
We'll 4, yes.
Of course, yes.
Well, it is. It is going to be a phenomenal Tuesday. We've got a great show lined up for you as always. Tuesday is always fun. We talk about the Titans. We talk about our top 3 stories. We get you, of course, National Day calendar, all of that, and much, much more. But of course, each and every day, we get your day started off just right so that you can be prepared with today's weather and traffic. So we go now to our weather center where Justin Cool will tell you what today's weather might look like.
Hello, everybody. Again, thank you, Chris. The weather is brought to you by Roy's Meat Service. Roy Meat Service is proud to serve delicious local meat to the Nashville community. They've been doing it since 2008. They've warmly welcomed their favorite neighbors, you, into their butcher shops and restaurant. Roy Meat Service specializes in many cuts of steak, distributing everything from filet, ribeye to sirloin and T-bone, and they're super confident they'll be able to match you with the perfect piece of meat. Nothing beats locally sourced meat, just like Roy. Again, local. We're all about that in Nashville. So you can go visit them
because none of us are actually local.
Yeah, exactly. We claim to be. We're like tourists in Hawaii that like live there after a couple of years.
Exactly.
Like, oh, this is my homeland. No, it's not. Yeah, you can go visit them at 605 South 19th Street in Nashville. Give them a call at 615-227-2583 or go visit them online at roymeatservice.com. They have a fantastic website. The weather for today is high 72, low 55, sunny all day, 2% chance of rain, 97% humidity. Ooh. So it's going to be, it's 72, the high is, but it'll feel like 103. So that's something to look forward to. UV index 3 out of 10. And that's your weather, brought to you by Roy Meat Service.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
It is, man.
I mean, seriously, it is a perfect day outside all day long, and you should definitely get out and enjoy it. And if you're getting out to enjoy it, let's tell you what your traffic might look like. Traffic is brought to you by our friends at 54, a Nashville area nonprofit that serves older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program from the National Institutes of Health, and learn how you can help change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50 forward. Of course, spell out 50. It does look like we've got merging delays today just about everywhere. We've got issues at the typical 40 and 440. We also going into the downtown loop, and then also coming out of the downtown loop into 40. But then as you're also coming into downtown from the north at 65 and 24, there's merging delays there as well. So plenty of delays. Doesn't look like we have any major accidents to report this morning, so that's always a positive. If you're heading down here to southern Middle Tennessee, clean clear to Flagtown, as they say. And I did say that, as in me. Pretty clear in Lebanon and in Murfreesboro. We've got a little delay on Interstate 24 that is on the westbound side, as right as you get to the 96 on ramp. There's some slow moving traffic, but nothing major. So there you go. That is your Nashville traffic. And you can see you saw that the truck there was kind of slow on the right side.
Oh, that red one, yeah.
I don't know. He's getting passed on the right side. What are we doing here, truck?
Truck, come on, man.
Truck, what are we doing?
That van is even going slower.
We might have a problem here.
Yeah. Get a move. Hey, get a scooting.
No truck scooting.
Hey, what's Jake braking?
Jake brakes are like air brakes.
Like,
so there, Jake braking isn't it isn't an action. It's a thing.
Like, okay. Well, there's a sign on one of the roads in Lebanon that says Jake braking prohibited. I don't know what that means.
So yeah, so a Jake brake is like it's like an air brake kind of. It's like it's like a compression.
Like a
yeah. So like when trucks stop, you hear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're releasing the air compression on the brake.
Oh, so you're not allowed to just have that kind of brakes on that road?
No, you can have them. You just can't. So it's a way to stop quickly.
Oh.
But the problem is that it's one of the reasons that we have like roads that can't handle those, like that aren't graded for really large trucks. You see places that you can't have delivery trucks only kind of thing.
Yep.
So that's kind of the reason, because like if you stop and the road isn't graded for that and you use a Jake brake, then it would basically create a pothole, most likely.
Wow. Okay. All right. Sorry, Jake.
Your brakes are not allowed here.
Go take a break. Not on this road, though.
I do think this is funny, though. There's actually an actor named Jake Brake.
Really?
He's a stuntman.
That's awesome.
Right.
You have to be a stuntman with that name.
Jake Brake. But yeah, so that's what a Jake brake is. See, we're learning stuff today here on Mornings on Main Street.
You know what this is? Those are pirates.
Pirates. I love this though. This is great. Ahoy, matey.
Walk that plank.
That's what, man, that is fun stuff right there. Well, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know that we are here at Mornings on Main Street as always. And again, Titans talk coming up, whether we have Terry McCormick, or we just tell you what we think.
He's Terry has confirmed.
You get what you get with
Yeah,
us.
exactly. Go
Don't
tight.
pitch a fit.
That's it. Yeah. No comments. We disabled him.
Last night was a rough night for Joe Burrow
I know, especially the bets I made on him.
and the Bengals.
Bengals.
Dude, Jacoby Brissett out here looking like a whole quarterback.
Yeah, so I saw do you watch the broadcast or do you watch the Peyton and Eli thing?
No, I just watched football.
I mute it and I do my own commentary.
That's fantastic. I mean, you might as well at this point. Which I don't know. I like Joe Buck and just Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. They're okay.
Yeah, they're not bad. I was watching the Peyton Manning breakdown though. He does the remember when Kobe RIP did the detail?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Peyton does it for quarterbacks. You may know that already, but he did it for Jacoby Brissett. And, I mean, he's got all the tools. He's huge. And I saw him in person when he played for the Colts, when they played against Tennessee. Dude is a monster. He's huge. And he's got the arm strength. But he just doesn't make good decisions sometimes.
Well, last night he looked pretty good.
So he did. Nick Chubb is a problem.
Nick Chubb is a problem, and that certainly helps, Jacoby be a better quarterback. I'm curious, what the Browns are going to do now that are they 9 games in yet? Is Dak back, or is
week 9's coming up? I think.
Not Dak.
Deshaun
Watson.
Is he done after week 10?
No, he comes back. I think it's a 9-game suspension.
Is it?
Yeah, so his first game back is at Houston.
Oh, so that's next week, I think. No, that's Houston plays somebody else. Chiefs, maybe? Bills.
No, we play the Chiefs.
Yeah, we play the Chiefs Sunday night.
Texans and Browns are scheduled. That is definitely not how you spell Texans.
Oh, that's funny. His first game back will be against his old alma mater.
Yeah, that's definitely that definitely had nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah, the judge was like, "I just want to see a good game."
Yeah, sure. That's gonna be says December 4th, but that doesn't. I don't know.
Did he get?
I guess maybe it was an 11-game suspension. I'm not sure, but his first game back is December 4th against the Texans. The Browns are 3-5 right now.
Oh wow, I thought their record was better.
I did too.
Have you seen all this AJ Brown stuff? Man, he's so good.
I miss him.
I miss him so much.
We could certainly use him right now, but apparently the Titans have 0 cap space. So
we just got rid of Ugo.
It doesn't matter. Apparently we have 1.63 in cap space.
Maybe we can get Julio again.
That's according to Sport Track. Yeah, that's not going to help at all either.
Be good cheerleader.
So yeah, not been a great, not been great for J-Rob.
Is the deadline pass?
No, the deadline is today at 4:00, but the deadline has passed for teams to pay part of the traded player's contract. So you'd have to trade a player of pretty much equal value to get somebody.
Or draft picks.
No, we can't trade draft picks because, well, I guess you could, but you got to get rid of cap space. That's the problem. Is you got to get rid of their salary so you can take on someone else's salary, and it's a problem. So
no cap.
Exactly. That's the problem. In baseball, this would not be an issue.
Right. So, 0 cap.
Anyway, let's take a break. We've got our top 3 stories coming your way. More Titans talk later this morning and much, much more. So stick around here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be right back after this.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The three charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
I'm Bart Durham.
I was sworn in as a lawyer in 1963, and I've been working as a lawyer since then.
We're a firm that does exclusively personal injury, a lot of tractor-trailer crashes. Insurance companies will open up their checkbooks when you force them to.
We have systems that work.
We get the most money for our clients in the shortest amount of time.
I'm Blair Durham. My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Thank you for joining us here on Mornings on Main Street, looking at downtown Nashville. That is Broadway and 2nd Avenue. You see that beautiful orange and white Power T flag to your left there on the left of your screen. Looking at Hard Rock Cafe to your right. This is the Earth Cam.
Welcome
Welcome to Earth. That's right. Third rock from the sun.
Yeah, if you hit the one with the rings on it, you've gone too far.
I hear that Saturn is losing its rings. Have you heard this?
Oh, it's lost its rings years ago. No, I'm just kidding. I did not know about that.
Yeah, apparently.
Someone take them?
No, so this won't happen in our lifetime, but scientists estimate the rings could vanish in fewer than 100 million years.
What are in those rings there, Chris?
Apparently they're icy, and they're losing a battle with the sun.
Like my necklace.
Yes, Paul Wall.
That's unfortunate, though. I wonder if it, maybe the rings are a nuisance. They're nice, though. They look nice.
Yeah, I don't really I don't even know what I don't know what the purpose of the ring is.
Like we're having the council and mayor vote for the stadium, we should have Earth vote for rings. We should get rings.
I got a really big team, and we need some really big rings. That's all I'm saying.
Nice, right? That was good.
Saturn's largest moon, Titan, is escaping from the clutches of the gaseous giant at a rate that's 100 times faster than scientists actually previously predicted. So,
it's out.
Saturn's biggest moon is called Titan.
That's just fitting. Go Titans.
Exactly.
Good for that moon.
I mean, you've got Saturn Parkway in Spring Hill and the Titans, right?
Where's that moon headed, I wonder?
Apparently, it's just dissipating. I don't know.
It's out. It's just, I don't want a severance. I'm done.
Yeah, this is wild. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't claim to know anything about space or science.
Wait.
I just don't.
It's ring chasing.
It must be out there ring chasing this morning. So
This is gold.
it is. It is. Hey, let's get into our top 3 stories. What do you say?
Let's do it.
All right. Over 100 people gathered in Holland Park in Dixon last Tuesday for the unveiling of Cheatham County native and Dixon County resident Craig Morgan's Tennessee Music Pathways marker, now located on the site of Clement Railroad Hotel Museum. According to the State of Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, Director of Outreach and Engagement Zach Ledbetter, the states developed the program as a way to honor and preserve Tennessee's contributions to the world of music. A series of historical markers have been set up across the state to delineate places where significant events in music took place. The marker comes on the heels of the publication of God, Family, Country, Morgan's first book, in September. Now, Morgan said he was honored by the marker and sees it as a way to serve the community he loves and has shown his family and him great love. I'm humbled by that, but the reason I do that is because I want to bring more attention to the community. They see this marker, then they walk down Main Street, then they go down to the coffee shop. It's genius from the Tennessee Department of Tourism, Morgan said. Morgan recalled the support of the people in Dixon showed his family when he lost his son Jerry in 2016, and the marker and the tourism it will help generate for the area is one means for him to say thank you. None of these people that know us didn't care who I was. They just wanted to help any way they could. They helped with meals. They knew that Karen and I could cook, but they did it anyway to show they cared. Morgan is grateful for Dixon County and the feeling is mutual. Dixon County Mayor Bob Ryle said, having Craig and his family be part of the community is a real blessing to us. Having someone of his stature here is impressive, but even more impressive is all his family and him do for the community. Programs like Tennessee Music Pathway markers not only help memorialize the trailblazers in the music industry, but encourage the next generation of musical greats who look to the previous generations of artists as sources of inspiration. For more information on the Tennessee Music Pathways, visit tnvacation.com/Tennessee Music Pathways.
Very nice.
I'm a big Craig Morgan fan.
Yeah, he's cool. I went to his turkey. I can't remember what he called it. What is it? The turkey thing where he cooks a lot of turkeys for Thanksgiving. They call it something, but I do not remember.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
My sister was obsessed with penguins when we were growing up, and I was a sole believer that they could fly as well. I thought that every penguin I saw on TV was just a young penguin, and that they eventually grew up and flew. But they do not.
There is a certain demographic of our audience that just cackled laughing and did not hear anything you said because they were spitting Coke through their nose. One of the, I promise you, and it has nothing to do with you. It's just the fact that one of the greatest comedic episodes in television history was WKRP in Cincinnati. And there were helicopters flying over Cincinnati, and there's a live reporter out there, and he's out there and they just start dropping turkeys from the helicopters.
No. Because they thought they could fly?
And he said they're dropping like wet cement live on radio. And so he just it continues and continues. And at the end of the episode, the guy comes in and he says, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. I promise you, it is one of the the most comedic moments in television history. But yes, I think penguins can fly.
They can. I've looked it up. So they can actually get a little bit off the ground if they run really fast and flap their wings for 0.5 seconds. Which, when I read that or heard that, I was like, so can I.
Well, I mean, I know they can't fly, but
right.
Okay.
Little hover.
Yeah, I thought they could glide but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they're going down. and there's a gust of wind, and they get enough running start. Yeah, and someone throws them. Yeah.
I'm very confused because askabiologist.asu.edu from Arizona State. Are penguins able to fly? The answer is no. But if you want to know if penguins can fly, the answer is yes. They are a flying bird.
They can't, but hey, listen, they can.
What are we doing here?
Oh,
Come
okay.
on. They just fly in water that is 900 times denser than air. So, okay.
So no.
so they can swim.
It's like the toddler thing. It's like they actually have a term for that.
So they can fly in water that is 900 times denser than air. What is maybe more amazing is they can fly up to speeds of 20 miles per hour, but they can't fly.
Yeah.
I'm
They can
so
fly,
confused
but
right now. Arizona State, what are you doing?
it's like, hey man, there are two penguins. You want to get together and fly? It's like, well, how dense is the air?
It's
It's got to be 900 times denser than you're used to. So like water.
Anyway, I've got to get back to the news, but man,
that was needed. That side.
the comedic relief here. So there you go. As of now, it is unknown which two SEC schools will face off in the championship game on December 3rd in Atlanta. But what is known is that a blood assurance blood donor will be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium to catch all the action on the gridiron. As part of the nonprofit's Commit to Give campaign, individuals who donate between November 1st, today, and November 10th can enter to win 2 tickets to the SEC Championship football game. Now, donors must register by visiting bloodassurance.org/GameDayHero, all one word. Additionally, all donors will receive a complimentary e-gift card to a merchant of their choice. The holidays are approaching, and it's going to be a tough time for Blood Assurance and other blood banks across the country because fewer donors, said J.B. Gaskin, CEO of Blood Assurance. We are urging the community to donate before Thanksgiving so that we can be ready to serve our local hospitals in a moment's notice. Historically, the week of Thanksgiving is a busy time for blood transfusions. Blood Assurance is hoping to welcome a minimum of 3,500 donors to its blood drives and donation centers across the campaign. They can visit bloodassurance.org/schedule. You can call 800-962-0628 or just text BAGIVE. That's BA-GIVE to 999-777 to schedule an appointment. Walk-ins are also accepted. So I laugh there because we all know Thanksgiving and Christmas are two of the most, two of the busiest days for emergency rooms.
Yes, I know. People deep fry the turkeys. That's
get you every time. Get you every time. We used to do that. And look, it's not hard. You just got to defrost the turkey. That's it. Just like defrost the turkey all the way through. You got to defrost the turkey. The turkey has to be defrosted. It cannot be frozen in any way.
Right. Or
period.
Even a little chilled. Or it could be chilled, I guess.
That's it. Just defrost the turkey and it won't blow up. I promise.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway. It's really not that difficult.
We're such an though. It's so scary though.
We're such an immediate culture though.
I know. I would microwave it if you could.
Exactly. Final story of the day. Historic downtown Gallatin just announced that it's the recipient of a $54,207 USDA Rural Business Development Grant, which will help preserve the Palace Theater in downtown Gallatin. Funds will go toward purchasing and installing new LED lighting and insulating curtains around the stage. The grant is designed to support targeted technical assistance, training, and other activities leading the development or expansion of small and emerging private businesses in rural areas that have fewer than 50 employees and less than $1 million in gross revenues, according to the USDA's website. Currently, the theater lighting consists of 24 canned lights, each containing a 500-watt bulb. Energy usage will be cut dramatically, and longevity will be increased with the new LED lighting, which can even be controlled by a computer. The velour curtains will update the theater's aesthetic and act as a sound barrier for the dock doors. They'll also help insulate the theater from the outside cold and heat. We've been working on this project for a year and a half, and we are so thankful to receive funding for these projects, said Historic Downtown Gallatin Director Donna Belote. We're very much needed this for energy savings and cost efficiency, and we're so grateful we were able to work this out with the USDA. Downtown Gallatin will contribute $5,001 to the approximately $59,000 project, which is set to take 1 year to complete. How about that?
That's cool.
Good
They have
for
a
them.
theater like this in Lebanon.
These are cool, but I'm just a little concerned when Gallatin became rural.
Yeah.
I mean,
City, isn't
it? Who knew? But okay, sure.
Did they make the decision?
I don't know who makes that distinction.
I'm not a big fan of the word rural.
It's a very, very hard. Yeah, rural route.
Get over yourself, right?
No. My first address was rural route 2, box 2200.
Sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, before we got the 911 address. So we just had a post office address. It was rural route 2, box 2200. Yep. All right. Well, let's take another break. When we come back, Terry McCormick joins us to talk about Titans on Tighten Up Tuesday right here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll be back after this.
The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're gonna have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, and personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. If you've lost a spouse or a parent and want to make sure your inheritance is utilized and does not just disappear, I can help with that. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email Eric at rockcastlewealth.com.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Once again, looking at downtown Nashville, that is Broadway and 2nd Avenue, 10:35 a.m. here on this edition of Mornings on Main Street. It's Tuesday, November 1st, 55 degrees currently outside, and, well, that's what they say it is. But we know, Justin, that the real temperature is what it feels like.
Exactly.
And what is the feels like temperature right now with 90-something % humidity? Well, 66. So it's 55 out there, but it feels like 66.
Yeah,
you'll take that, right?
I'll take that, but it's a big jump. Why lie?
it's not 55. It feels like 66. So it's 66. Period. Just don't give me anything else.
Right. I would hold up for it.
I don't need the weather. I need what what is it outside?
Right.
That's what I need to know. Do I
Exactly.
need to wear a jacket? I don't need to wear a jacket at 66. I need to wear a jacket at 55. So therefore, I need to know that it's 66, not 55.
Crucial
Delineation.
Yes, yes.
Second time I've used that word today.
How about
That's the most times I've ever used it in my life. Anyway, I like that. Is that a quarter zip or is that a full zip?
This is a Mike Brable pullover.
Yeah. So is it the quarter zip though? Does
Yes,
the zipper
yes.
stop?
It is. It
Oh
does.
yeah, that's a good. I love a quarter zip. Love a quarter zip.
A big quarter
Love that
zip.
Titans too. As we get here on Tighten Up Tuesday, I'm wearing my two-tone blue as well, and we are joined as always by Terry McCormick. Terry, what's going on, buddy?
How are you guys?
We're just here so we don't get fined. We said that earlier, so we're just keeping that going. Terry, it's been an interesting week or so for the Titans, obviously dealing with the injury to Ryan Tannehill, dealing with what we were concerned about in the with Jeffrey Simmons' ankle as well. One of those turned out to be an issue. The other, not so much.
Yeah, it certainly was an issue regarding Ryan Tannehill and his unavailability. It snapped a string of 49 straight starts at quarterback, which is a franchise record. But they were able to make do with Malik Willis. Fortunately, the defense played very well, and Derrick Henry and the run game really took control offensively. So they, in effect, were able to take any responsibility other than catching the snap and handing it off Malik Willis's plate for the most part. So that made for an easier day for the rookie.
Well, obviously Mo Patton said this on our show. If there was a game that you could afford to use your backup quarterback, you felt like it was against the Texans, who you've had so much success running the football against. Pretty tough defense as it is. I mean, they're just not very good. And offensively, you didn't feel like that they could do very much against your very solid defense. So this was a good time for Malik Willis to get his first start and get his feet wet in the NFL.
Yeah, I think it probably was a best case scenario if you're going to have to go with a backup quarterback, and one that, for all intents and purposes, had never played any meaningful snaps at quarterback in the NFL. You know, he'd had a handful of snaps against the Colts, the one snap at quarterback and others at receiver. And then he'd had some mop-up duty in Buffalo. But this was his first long look, so to speak. And you probably couldn't have picked a better opponent for it to come against than the Texans on the schedule.
He was 6 of 10 for 50 yards, 55 yards, something like that.
55.
And had the really bad interception. But outside of that interception, he did a good job, just managing the offense. And so there are two things that you can take out of this. One, Malik Willis is just not ready to play professional quarterback at this point. And that's not to say he never will, but he's currently not ready, and that's okay. And two, when you've got to have Derrick Henry and Dontrell Hilliard, for that matter, who had 80-plus yards, you feel like you can get by, because as bad as this offensive line is at pass blocking, they're pretty darn good at run blocking.
Yeah, I mean, the run game has become, has been the bread and butter of this offense for at least 5 or 6 years now. And, it probably predates Mike Brable, goes back to the Mike Mularkey era with DeMarco Murray, and certainly has carried on through Mike Brable and Derrick Henry and, Ryan Tannehill at quarterback and all of that. So, that's what the Titans want to do. That's what this offense is based upon. But in a game like the one on Sunday, they had to use it even more because they knew they were limited at the quarterback position with Malik Willis's very lack of experience. That's not to say that the kid doesn't have talent, because I believe he does. I've seen it in practice, but he really is going to have to have some time to pick up the nuances, not only of this offense, but the nuances of what life is like as an NFL quarterback, and just how fast the pace really is, because you saw him be late on a couple of throws. The interception was a late throw. There was another one to Robert Woods where he did complete it, But had he let go of the ball a little earlier, probably would have been an even bigger gain, and he wouldn't have had to take the hit from the defensive lineman that was rushing him.
Yeah, and the ball was tipped too on top of that. So, but yeah, this team is built to run the football and stop the run. They're ranked number 2 in the league in rushing offense and number 9 in rushing defense. And the fact of the matter is you can change the offense, you can evolve the way that the NFL looks, but if you can run the football and you can stop the run, you can win football games in the NFL.
Yeah, and it's amazing how that tried and true formula still, works even in 2022 when you've got teams throwing it all over the yard like the Bills and the Chiefs have been doing over the past few years with their quarterbacks, like Tom Brady has done, for forever, and like Peyton Manning did. It's amazing how a 1970s, 1980s style of football still works, kind of going against the grain of today's trends.
Well, as we know, today is the trade deadline. I think it's 3:00 Central Time today, and Ugo Amadi has been cut. The Titans still have some issues in some places, but they don't have any cap space, Terry. So, are the Titans going to make a move today, or do you just expect them to just ride with what they've got?
It's possible that they could make a move, but I don't expect it to be anything major, anything that's going to, make you just, shout and jump for joy. But it's possible they could add a little bit of offensive line depth, or they could add another receiver. More likely, they're probably going to bring somebody off of injured reserve to fill Amadi's spot. My guess is that maybe Elijah Molden might be close to being ready. I don't know that for sure. That's just a speculated guess based on the fact that Amadi is a nickel back, and that's also Molden's position. And he told us a couple of weeks ago that he was still a little bit from being ready to go, but maybe now he's close enough to being ready that they can at least take a look at him and see. To me, this Titans team, they've been very good at finding guys off the street and guys off of other teams' practice squads and getting good mileage from them. I mean, it's amazing when you think of bringing in guys like Anthony Adams on the fly, and then they come up with big plays, or, bringing in guys, from who knows where to come in or up from the practice squad, or, guys like Dylan Cole, who's been a backup now, has found a key role on the defense. It's amazing how that they're able to get everybody to buy in and to be able to contribute like that, because it's just, after a while, the storyline, it's not a fluke anymore. It just kind of becomes a part of this team's identity.
Terry McCormick here at Terry Mac 13 on Twitter, TitanInsider.com. It is yet another primetime game for this Titans team. Typically a game in which the Titans have been successful in the Mike Vrabel era. Not so much this season thus far in their one opportunity. How do you see Sunday night playing out in Kansas City?
Well, it's going to be a challenge. I mean, because when you look at, the explosiveness of the Kansas City Chiefs offense, and then you look at the way the Tennessee Titans are winning football games, it is certainly, as we talked about before, a contrast in styles. The Chiefs are kind of the prototype of what today's NFL looks like, with a quarterback who is a dual threat, has a strong arm, and, can really make any play and any throw that you want made. And then you look at the Titans, who are still, in a time warp back in 1985, running the ball, 30 times a game, and, getting what little, passing yards they're getting. A lot of that's coming off of play action and, with the short passing game. So it definitely is a contrast in styles. It's going to be a challenge for the Titans defense to slow Kansas City down. But if they can do that, maybe force a turnover or two, and keep the Chiefs, make them settle for field goals rather than give up explosive plays, then I think the Titans have a chance, because I think what they want to do is maybe win the time of possession and keep that Chiefs offense idle as much as possible. And then when they do have to play defense, force them to, go 10, 12 plays, maybe settle for a field goal, rather than hitting a 50-yard play and burning you for 6 quick points.
Terry, we appreciate you as always, but I gotta ask, what is this shirt you got here? Is that a dead football shirt or?
This is a USFL, Philadelphia Stars shirt.
Oh, gross.
The old USFL.
Yeah, my dad has a vinyl Stallions jacket from back in the day, and an old practice jersey looking thing like they, with the cut off at the, like they had in the 80s, you know what I mean?
Yes,
The
sure.
cut off jersey looking thing. So yeah, we were big Stallions fans when I was a kid, even though they didn't exist. And then it was the Birmingham Fire of the WLAF, and then it was the Birmingham Barracudas of the CFL, and then it
The Stallions, they exist again.
and now we've got the Stallions again. And I'll tell you, the USFL was fun this year. I enjoyed it. So anyway, Terry, we appreciate it as always. Take care, man.
All right, have a good one.
All right, we're going to take a break here on Mornings on Main Street. When we come back, final segment of the day, one last look at weather, one last look at traffic, and National Calendar Day right after this.
Hit After Hit has become the baseball store in Tennessee. They have over 1,000 different models of gloves and over 1,500 wood bats. They also have several Iron Mike pitching machines as well as a Hit Trax machine. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. We're proud to call Hit After Hit the official shirt provider of the Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night. Hey, this is George Plaster, and I'm excited to announce that the second annual Plaster and Friends Celebrity Bowling Night is going to happen Monday, November the 28th at the Hermitage Strike and Spare. The three charities that will benefit are Last Minute Toy Store, Martha O'Brien Center, and Stars. And our intention is to get them that money so it can do the most amount of good at Christmas time. Now, here's where I need your help. I need you to sign up to play in the most fun charity event you've ever been involved in. Imagine 64 foursomes with 64 sports personalities in the area. As a single player, it's $200. If you get a foursome, it's $800. And what I want you to do is reach out to me via email, plastergeorge@gmail.com, and we'll get you signed up and get you ready and raring to go. Again, that's plastergeorge@gmail.com for a night you will never forget.
This is Eric Berner with Rockcastle Wealth Advisors. I help people in the pursuit of making their money live as long as they do. People hire me because I use a customized, individualized, personal approach for the person I'm working with. Everyone's situation is different. One area I can help with is if you are newly or nearly retired, or maybe have changed jobs and have an old 401k account. You may need more information to help you clearly understand your options. Call me at 615-235-1058 or email eric@rockcastlewealth.com.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links. The high school football season is here, and nobody handles Friday nights better than Main Street Media. Here's Zach Womble with details.
That's the name of the game here at Main Street Media and Main Street Preps. Is, we've been doing this for a long time now, and I think you hit on it. We've got an army of reporters across all of Middle Tennessee. I think there's about 130 schools in the Middle Tennessee area, and we try to cover all of them. We cover about 11, 12 counties at this point. And those Friday night shows, it's we're gonna show that off. We're gonna showcase the talent that we have on the field with reporters across several mid-state games on the weekly basis. So whether you're in Williamson County, whether you're in Giles County or Murray County or Montgomery or Robertson or anywhere in between, we're going to have you covered from 6 to 11.
Friday Night Live is presented by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, where fans don't let fans drive drunk.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street on this beautiful Tuesday, November 1st morning. It is just about lunchtime here. Can't wait to get something to eat. In fact, I might even grab an Es Fernando quesadilla from our friends at Roy Meat Service because it is a beautiful day. How beautiful is it? Well, we go to Justin Kulik now to find out.
I'm glad you asked. This is my weather voice. The weather for today is
like a Walter Cronkite. There.
Yes, very much so. The weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. Whether it be a bologna sandwich, steak, anything you could think of, you can get it at Roy Meat Service. It's your local Nashville meat spot. You can give them a call at 615-227-2583. Visit them online at roymeatservice.com. Or you can visit them in person at 605 South 19th Street in Nashville. They have a fantastic staff that'll match you with the perfect slice of meat. Like Chris said, the Es Fernando's quesadillas are a winner. You should go over there and check them out. The weather for today is high 72, low 55, 2% chance of rain. Gonna stay sunny, but there is a 97% humidity, which is not great, but it's not
ideal. Not ideal.
Not the greatest, but 3 out of 10 UV index. And that is your weather for today, brought to you by War Meat Service.
And one final look at traffic before we get out of here.
Let's look at traffic.
Traffic is brought to you by 50 Forward, our Nashville area nonprofit serving older adults. They're a proud partner with the All of Us research program as well from the National Institutes of Health. Learn how you can change the future of health by visiting the website joinallofus.org/50 forward. All right, so today's traffic right now, second verse, same as the first. No major accidents to report in Nashville. There is, however, a crash on Interstate 24 westbound in Montgomery County up in the Clarksville area. It's at exit 4, so check that out. And westbound lanes are all blocked, and all lanes are blocked westbound. So just avoid I-24 in the Clarksville area. That would be my suggestion to you would be get off the interstate.
Pull over now.
Yeah, I would find some way to get off the interstate.
Shelter.
Highway 76 is a good option. Just get off there and
instead of Waze where it gives you like the new route.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just your voice comes on it. It's just like, try this road.
Exactly. It's like I really can't help you. I'm sorry. But yeah, other than that, just kind of some merging delays at our normal spots. 4440 has some merging delays. Downtown Loop looks fantastic. 440 looks pretty good, except for the merging delays. And up north, 24 and 65 looking really good as well. Lebanon.
Look at us moving here.
Just
people controlled those.
I don't know if it controls. Wow. What is this car doing? This random little, do you see this?
I think there's we can't see it, but there's a backup.
Oh.
It's in our blind spot.
You think? Because all the other lanes are flying and nobody's getting over.
I don't know. Good cue. We need to whip it around again.
I'm so confused. They look like they're crawling.
See these cars on the bridge here?
Yeah, they're just they got stalled vehicles on the shoulder of the bridge here. My goodness. What's going on?
Yeah, guys.
Come on, guys.
Jeez.
Sheesh. All right, what day is it? November 1st.
Tuesday.
That means it's National Calzone Day.
It's the National Calzone.
And I got questions. Okay, that was your Italian voice, right?
He said it was, yes.
This is a Mexican calzone.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know about that.
There is salsa in the middle of this plate.
It's a salsa.
What happened? Did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. It looks like it looks like eggs and cheese with chicken in here.
Sour cream on top?
With that sour cream with like the cilantro, tomato, lettuce, and cheese on the side. This is not a calzone. What are we doing?
Yeah, calzone is an Italian word, is it not?
Calzone is an Italian dish. I know that. I know it's like it's like when you fold your pizza, but it's sealed on the other side.
Yeah, like a papadilla. You ever had those?
See, that's what I think this is.
Right. No, yeah, this is a El Calzone.
This is not.
This is a taco.
Dude, when I saw this, I was so confused. I was like, this can't be right. This doesn't make any sense. Why is this this is not a Mexican dish?
Right. And they don't just, I mean, they have no right. You know what I mean?
I mean, they kind of do. It's free country here in America.
It's a whole country.
But it's just, it blew my mind. And so I'm a big calzone fan. Like I love calzones. I love to eat.
Maybe this is good.
You know, like I want a supreme pizza just stuffed into a calzone. So, because two things. One, none of the toppings fall off.
That's true.
Because they're inside.
That's
perfect.
Right. All nice and warm in their little pouch.
And listen, I'm not opposed to this, whatever this is, but I just I wasn't expecting it.
Right. I just think it's not a calzone because it's not pizza. It's like it looks like shredded chicken a little bit, and I'm sure there's some spices involved. Maybe I don't know what makes a pizza, right? Bread.
I mean, I love taco pizza.
Me too. All right, we'll let it slide this time. Mexico.
Okay. A Mexican calzone does exist. Plenty of recipes out there for it.
You're like, it's pretty common actually.
But it doesn't make sense to me.
Right. And that's what matters.
Yeah.
My mental health.
Well, at least we're not putting cinnamon in it. But it is National Cinnamon Day. Have you ever done the cinnamon challenge with the spoon?
I was literally about to ask you that same exact thing.
I've never done it.
I haven't either.
I won't do it.
I've only not done it because every person I've seen do it on video or whatever never looks like they're having a good time.
Never. Like I've seen this. I know how it ends. I'm not. Yeah. I don't need to be the star of this show.
I don't want to be that person.
I'm not going to be the first guy to ever do it.
Exactly. And I'm not going to be the first one to succeed either.
So I'm just not happening.
There's not one time I've seen somebody take a spoonful of cinnamon and just been like, this is fun.
It doesn't make the medicine go down at all.
No, it doesn't. Spoonful of cinnamon.
And well, and here's the thing. I love cinnamon. I use cinnamon sugar, like cinnamon toast, and then I'll put it on, I'll put it on muffins. I love French toast, but cinnamon by itself, not a thing. Not a fan. Not happening.
How come French toast sticks are labeled as a child's meal?
Says who?
I agree. You're right.
I have them in my freezer right now. Now, does my toddler eat them? Yes. Do I also eat them? Also, yes.
Good for all ages.
It really is. So there you go. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of Mornings on Main Street. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Justin, it was a great day. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock on Main Street Media apps across all platforms and Main Street Media TV.
See y'all.